Hi everybody, welcome to my latest Topps Project 2020 mail call video. My name is Joe Grisaffi. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you would please, that would be greatly appreciated. I got a package today from Topps, not as big of a box as I've been receiving, so this might just be 1 card times 10 or maybe 2 cards times 5. Again, I did not cross-reference my shipping number, tracking number to my invoices, my purchases. I also received this single card from Topps, which I believe is one of the Topps Now or Turn Back the Clocks that I bought. I bought with my rewards points. So let's jump right into the opening. And I'll have some comments about the cards that are currently being, the recent cards. But let's get into this first. Get this one out of the way. Let's go ahead and look at the invoice. Oh, this is, got my Fauci's. Yeah. Okay, that's great. These came fast. I shouldn't have looked at that invoice. Okay, so this should be 6 cards, all purchased with rewards points, so I don't have any money invested in this package right here. But it is 6 cards. The envelope is empty with just 1 thing in here. That would be terribly disappointing if they shorted me, because these cards have, in the past, come in a little hard case. Let's see if they just put them in little plastic sleeves, because that's not very heavy. That's my phone going off in my pocket. And let's see what we have here. Open this carefully. Okay, there's a hard plastic case in there. And okay, there are 6 cards in here. It is number 1 from the Topps Now set, the kneeling card, and then Dr. Fauci's underneath that. So if I don't forget, I will open these at the end of the video. But I wanted to catch up with you real quick on my buying habits with Project 2020 now. Today's cards that are offered, if you go on this, if you go right now, there's my air conditioner. Let me turn that off real quick. So let's give the air conditioner a second to turn off. I'm going to keep talking. The cards that are available right now as I speak are number 191 and 192, which is a Mark McGuire Ben Baller, I believe, and George Brett F. Dot. The George Brett looks very nice. I'm going to skip on all the Baller cards from here on out. I did buy a Mike Trout from Grotesque today. I did say in a previous video I was not buying any more Mike Trouts, but this is a really sharp looking card. I'm going to try to put a picture of it right here. It did have a print run of like 11,000. I probably could get it cheaper, but I figured I'd try to buy one from Topps so I have it. But if it's off center or something, a second one's not going to cost a lot of money. I don't think it's going to go over 20 bucks, but it's just a really nice card and I didn't want to miss out, just in case it does spike and doesn't go down when people get them in hand. Between cards 170 and now, I have only bought a handful. I bought number 187, 175 George Brett, I think that's Matt Taylor, which was a really sharp looking card, and 176 Jackie Robinson from Fauci. I think I bought 5 each of those. And number 179 and 180, the players are escaping me at the moment. But I have really backed off. There are a lot in the last 2 weeks that I have just skipped altogether. We did have a card that had a print run of under 3,000, which people were looking forward to. It was actually a nice looking card. The Naturel Nolan Ryan. It was a nice looking card. I was a little shocked it went so low, and I regret not buying it. I almost did, I missed out on hitting one that was under 3,000. Let's get right into the box. Try not to ramble this video. So, oh, I don't want that near my throat. I think the last cards in the video that I did, the most recent video, were numbers 97, 98, 96, 97, or 97, 98. I think I gave myself a paper cut. I sure did off the box here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards in here. I'm hoping it's 5 and 5 and not 10 of one card. But I'm not going to look at the invoice yet. I do kind of like the surprise. So take a peek first. What do I have here? Jackie Robinson. Great. This is exciting because this is one of the sets I'm going to try to complete. And it's a nice looking card. It is pretty basic with just the Sharpie looking lines around it. And this side, this border has a lot heavier black than this side, the right, my right, the card's left. So I don't know which is normal. I should compare it to the, you know what, yeah, I'll put a picture from the website so you can see what Topps presented with us, and we can compare the centering for these two cards, or for this card versus, what am I trying to say? What Topps was offering versus what we got, because as you know, a lot of these are cut off center, some a little, some a lot. But yeah, the Jackie Robinson set is one that I'm going to try to complete, and I think I'm only missing the first two, but of course the first 30 cards are a little expensive, and this one looks way off because that line on the left is very thin. Can you see that? This is card number 98. So when we hit about 100 is when we're going to be exiting the bubble, so everyone's shipping time should speed up quite a bit. I'm going to pull from the other side of the box, hoping that this is a different card. If it's a Robinson, then I think this whole box is Jackie Robinson's. But at least I'll have plenty to find a nicely centered card. Yep, Jackie Robinson. So I think I've got 10 of these in here. All right, I'm going to look at the invoice. Now, you may say, oh, that looks like he just outlined it with Sharpie. First, this is much better centered because the black lines are more even on the edges. But back to what I was saying, it looks like the artist just took a Sharpie and drew around things. And it does look like that. You are not wrong. But in the way it's printed, when you hold it up to the light a certain way, you can see the black lines provide more texture like. I haven't taken one out of the case yet, so I haven't seen it up close in person or felt it. But it looks like the black is indented. So it creates a texture that's actually very cool. And I might be completely wrong. It just may be the ink. And it may be ink is thicker. And it looks indented, but it's actually risen. But this is a good looking card. It's very traditional. With the exception of what looks like Sharpie doodles on it. Let's look at the invoice just to be sure that I'm not missing anything for the video. And yep, we got 10, Jackie Robinson, Joshua Vides. I still don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. So that's all I have as far as Project 2020 goes. I'm going to open these up after I stop the video, and if I have any comments about the centering, but I'm expecting centering just like the past few videos. We got one, the first one I opened is pretty bad now that I've seen one that's pretty good. If there's anything else to say about centering after I open up all 10, I'll add it to the video. Otherwise, that's it for Project 2020 mail here. Let's look at the Fauci cards. And again, I got these with Topps rewards points. I should have got more because I told you I pre-sold one of these on eBay for $145. And I got to ship this tomorrow to him. And hopefully we don't get a rash of people returning these things and actually damaging them. So I will pack this very carefully to ensure that it gets to him safely. And I would take it back if he just wants to send it back. If he just says, I paid too much, I don't want it, I have buyer's remorse, take it back. I will take it back. I don't want them to damage it on purpose and send it back. That would upset me because if he doesn't want it, I'll keep it. But I don't want it damaged. And I don't want to damage these cards trying to open it. I should invest in some rubber gloves or some cotton gloves to handle these things. But this is card number 1, opening day 2020. And carefully, let's look at a Fauci. Oh, okay, and the back of opening day, card number 1. And here's the Fauci. I got 5 here, and I should have 1 more, maybe 2 more on the way. Who's crying? Sounds like one of the dogs are crying. And the back says, Dr. Anthony Fauci, longtime director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases and ardent Washington Nationals fan, signaled the official start of the 2020 Major League Baseball regular season by throwing out the first pitch before the Nationals took on the Yankees on Thursday evening. The 79-year-old Brooklyn native, donning a Nationals jersey, hat, and face mask, fired a strong effort to the plate before the Nationals took the field. If that's not hyping it up and spinning the truth a bit, I don't know what is, because you all probably saw that pitch, and it is not a strong effort. But God bless the guy, right? Got one more thing here, and I'm not sure what it is, so I thought might as well open it on camera while the camera's rolling. And we're 13 minutes into this thing, so this is not going to be another 20-minute video. What do we have here? This is an eBay purchase, I believe. Oh, Star Wars. I should have been a little more careful with the package, with opening it. I ordered on a whim, I won the auction, a Star Wars Topps Series 2 and 3 on eBay. Paid just under $30 each for the entire set, no stickers. And the cards have a little soft corners, but I don't have the sets, so I can upgrade sometime, but at least I have them. Yeah, the card corners are a little more damaged than I expected, but I think the price was really cheap, so if I upgrade, maybe my nephew will get these. So I opened all 10 cards to take a look, and the centering is a little disappointing. I have 4 that are fairly well centered, left, right, up, and down. But the issue with these 4 is the placement of the black outline. Obviously, black is printed separately, and the placement of the line is inconsistent. I've got one here, this one right here, hopefully you can see on camera, and I'm looking at his left shoulder. The line is pretty flush with the uniform. There's a tiny bit of red showing through. Looks pretty good. This is going to be my keeper card for my personal collection. you start to look at the other three, and they find the most extreme one. If you can see his left shoulder here, the black line is higher. There's more red in there. Not a big deal, but it is inconsistent. And if you look at the marquee, the Jackie Robinson marquee here, there's my phone going off downstairs. You can see the black border, the enhanced black border with the Sharpie. And it's not completely flush against the marquee. That may be the style because they all have that look, but some are more flush than others. And some look like they're pretty off. Yeah, like I'm looking at the Dodgers logo. See if you can tell. I'm looking at the Dodgers logos on this one here. It may be hard to tell, my apologies. Right here, I'm going to put what Topps has on their website so we can take a look and see if you can see any of these little flaws in the demo art that they were showing. Anyway, there you go. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And I will do another video as soon as I get my next Topps Project 2020 cards in the mail, which hopefully might even be tomorrow. Sunday has been a popular delivery day. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and comment. I love that. And thanks for watching. Okay, guys? Bye.
For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.